We had high hopes for King Kung Fu. Even Mary Jane Teal, who saw just the stills, said the production values looked really good. And I, of course, was only involved in a couple of scenes. I didn't have any dealings with major cast members except for Ballet himself. And he was, of course, in his gorilla costume. We were working indoors, fortunately, where there was air conditioning. But between shots, he would lie down and take off the gloves of his gorilla costume, and the sweat would run out, not drip, but run in a steady stream out of the end of those sleeves. He was not in a state to be particularly sociable. How he survived the outdoor shooting in July, I haven't the foggiest idea. I was told that his doctor had told him, don't do this, you'll kill yourself. But he survived somehow. But I didn't have much dealings with him. And the rest of the cast wasn't there. There was one short scene I was involved in out at the zoo. But it was very short. I had very nothing to do. The big thing about that is I did get to see the heroine in her bikini, and she looked very good. But I didn't really... Well, I must have met her, because I met her some years later, and she recognized me. But that may have been the way people always recognized me, it seemed like. I never had the highest hopes for the thing, really, as far as my profession is concerned. I had, by that time, long ago abandoned any notion that I was going to become some kind of a, theatrical or film or television phenomenon. And I did it mostly just for fun and had a pretty good time doing it, although I have certain psychological difficulties. One of them I can't stand is people poking at my face. They did my makeup, did the whole thing, and got the eyes wrong. So they had to take it apart, and they were doing it again, and they just about got to the eyes, and I said, no, you're finished. So we never did get the eyes done right, because I could not stand it anymore. I would never be able to be another Lon Chaney. When I went to the theater with that thing, at the premiere showing, I recall 15 members of the volleyball group going with me. It was my major social group at that time. And it may not have been 15, but it was a significant number. My memory is always inaccurate, but it's a significant number. We sat through the movie, went down to the park, and spent the rest of the day playing volleyball. No mention was made of the movie we had seen immediately before going to the volleyball game. That's what kind of an impression King Kung Fu made on my volleyball group. They just were going to be nice and not say anything about it. Every time I have seen it since then, I've had the misfortune of seeing it 3 or 4 times, it seems to me my performance is worse. I never thought it was good. By the time it was finally released, the Kung Fu television program was gone in history. I'm not sure whether John Wayne was dead, but a lot of the parody material we were referring to was pretty well forgotten by the young people. It was off the air, and people don't remember for very long. And all in all, it was sort of unfortunate. I had heard that it was a big success among Japanese children, but I've also heard if it was a success among Japanese children, they would have sold an incredible number of tapes in Japan, and somebody would have got paid. I was lucky I got paid, which is more than some people have put many times more effort into it than I did.